Hi, my name is Sam Stauff. We're here at Mercy University, Studio A. We built these beautiful studios in 2016. Now we're entering our 10th year of operation. Come join me for a tour. At the heart of the studio, we have switchcraft patch bays. Every piece of gear in the room ends up here so we can patch it very quickly. And we have a fulcrum summing mixer. We use this when I want to come out of the box for analog summing, which I do a few times a year. We have this really cool RDS 4000 Digitech delay. It's an amazingly weird delay. I encourage everybody to try that. The famous Alesis 3630. There's tons that has been said about this compressor. I really like it on room mics. It's a cool compressor and worth having. We got a drummer gate. I don't use it that often. Sometimes I'll run stuff out into this after I record, actually. But that's a beautiful gate. SPL Transient Designer, amazing piece of gear. I love this on kick drums, snares, toms. I love this. Beautiful. BBE. Don't sleep on the BBE. Everyone makes fun of this. It's a great, amazing secret weapon on toms. Turn everything up all the way. It's actually pretty cool on keyboards, but mainly toms. Just a cloud lifter, just to do the magic of cloud lifters. It's in the rack, 4 of them, which is kind of cool. Old school tuner. If you lose a tuner, you can just plug in. MIDI. Sometimes I'll use this MIDI to come out of Pro Tools and go into my pedal board or into the synths behind us. Just a CD player, DVD player. You can play 5.1 movies in here. Then you can hook this up to the screen as well, or just to play CDs. Anything in here? Nope, nothing. And then this is just our control room mic panel to plug in mics in here. We have the beautiful Curve Bender by Chandler. I use this all the time for some mastering, sometimes two-bus. It's beautiful sounding EQ. The analog high end on this thing is amazing. Also, not to be slept on is the Hammer A Designs is incredible. I really love this EQ. I can't say enough good things about the Hammer. The Chandler Germaniums, these are my favorite compressors of all time. I have a pair of these at home. I use them on guitars, vocals. I used to use this on the two-bus all the time as well. API 2500, classic. What can I say about this? Drums, beautiful. Mastering sometimes as well. Distressors, kick, snare. Pretty much every session, kick and snare, guitars, sometimes vocals, sometimes rooms. LA2A, baby. I mean, amazing. That's kind of a starting point for vocals. Love it on vocals, love it on bass. Amazing compressor. We got a stereo John Hardy pre, which is amazing. I love this on piano, on our piano in here. Stereo Millennia pre is fantastic on strings, piano, percussion. I've used this on a bunch of congas and other percussion, really nice. Great River pre's. I love this on guitars. It's like a go-to for guitars. Really, really nice. Grace, I use this on overheads. It's an amazing pre. It's got the converter in it as well, which I'll use every once in a while. Beautiful pre, one of my favorite pre's. The Bricasti reverb, hands down, absolutely incredible reverb. I will run drums through this when we record, but I'll also use it for guitars and vocals during mixing. Pair of 1176s at the bottom here. That'll round out that rack. So we have our main power, which powers most of the gear. Then we have our computers and interfaces on this one, and all the speakers in the room are on this one. This is our Grace, the box to control the monitors. We got some SSL EQs. I love these on toms for sculpting. Kind of anything, but toms are great. 550As are beautiful. I mean, if I had to pick one set of EQs for the whole room, these are great for tracking guitars, vocals, overheads. They're beautiful. The 560s are amazing. That's my favorite kick drum EQ. Little 63 goes a long way. These are beautiful. The Shadow Hills mic pre's are great on many sources. I really like them on acoustic guitars. Let's see, the 560As. I use these a lot. Drums, vocals. Background vocals if I'm using these on vocals. But drums are great, amazing. Don't sleep on these. They're cheap, but they're really nice. I do use this on vocals as part of my vocal chain, a de-esser. I like to de-ess a little bit on the way in. Sometimes on acoustic, sometimes on overheads, but primarily on vocals. The leveler is amazing. What can you say about the levelers? Just turn them all the way up. Crunch mode. The Devil Lock style compression and distortion, amazing. SSL G-Comp, I will use this for analog summing. I'll use it on my overheads. I'll use it in mixing for two-bus. It's a beautiful thing. When I am analog summing, I'm using the Crane Song head as my converter to get in and out of Pro Tools and a little bit of the tape saturation as well. Hearback, amazing for headphones in here, so we have 16 channels of hearback. And then we have 3 Avid IOs. And we just have a little side interface for when we do video capture from the computer. So we just have a Digimax for kind of 8 extra pre's in the room, keyboards, click track, stuff like that. LA610, API pre's for them, 2-channel Neve, and then 2 Vintex. The Neve is my main kind of vocal pre in this room. We got the Avid S4, is a wonderful control surface for Pro Tools. This is the secret weapon of the studio. It controls the speakers, the talkback, the aux, the turntable, CD player. Beautiful, beautiful monitor controller and headphone amp too. Using the clear professional focal headphones as well. The OP1 I keep close at all times. I use this, if I'm allowed to, I use it on most sessions. I probably use it on most of my sessions, but some people love it, some people hate it, but I use this on a ton of sessions. We have 16 channels of ISA pre's. I love these. These are just workhorse pre's. They sound great on drums. They sound great pretty much on everything. That's why we have so many. And I think they're one of the most affordable for beautiful, 8-channel pre's. AEA pre is wonderful for our stereo AEA mic as well. Avalon 37, pretty famous piece as well. The ATC speakers are life-changing. They're monstrous, but when bands come in after playing, they come in and they can really feel what they just played. The Dynaudios are amazing. I love these, but the ATCs just make it feel like you're in the room, that you just played in. And then we have some JBL soffit mounted in the wall as well. As much as the gear doesn't make the record, but learning how to use it and learning how to use the plugins and to where now, like 20-ish years of using hardware and software and plugins, like I can make it more about the music now because I spent so long learning the equipment. Does that make sense? Like,
yeah, 100%.
And this is our, as much as I'm a guitar player, but this is my instrument, right? This is figuring out how this works is my instrument. So we have a bunch of different drum kits here, but we have the Ludwig kit with the Copperphonic snare, which is gorgeous. And I'm not a drummer, but some of my favorite cymbals to record are these, the K. Dark K's. Again, I love when drummers bring in their kit, and we have other drums that can swap a bunch of different snares as well. We have the SPD for both Eager Sales, and Wes uses that for click tracks as well as some drum machines and synths and stuff. And then the sub kick is really cool. It's an old Sodi speaker that I found in my dad's old barn, and it sounds amazing as a sub kick. I'll challenge my sub kick against any sub kick. Got this beautiful Yamaha U3. I didn't know how much we needed this in here until we got it. I love having this thing. The felt mode. It's just gorgeous. This gorgeous kind of instant vibe. It's a beautiful piano. We use it all the time. I couldn't live without it. We don't have many mics up right now because we're just writing. We do have a vocal mic up though, just because we have a different session coming in. So U87 for vocals, but the mic closet is pretty standard. A lot of stuff you see at most studios around. And this is the hearback system with some headphones, Audio Technica. Again, we love this for guitar, vocals, click, talkback. You can kind of mix it yourself. It's amazing. I actually did play drums a little bit in bands, but I'm not a drummer. And I remember in middle school, I was like, I can't be in the back of the stage. My ego can't take being that far back. So I gotta play guitar. Clearly, I gotta play guitar because that's further up stage.
I love that.
So drums were gone, and it was all guitar from then on. Probably my favorite guitar ever. It's my Gibson Les Paul Classic. Double cup. I used this I got it in 2005. This has been on every West record. Pretty much any record I play guitar on, this has been on it for the most part. If it wasn't this guitar, it would be this Jaguar HH. This is probably my main guitar for Eager Sales these days. This is the guitar I bow. I do a lot of bowing. Amp, which is incredible. I run it on clean and use pedal distortion, but the headroom is amazing. And then I'll use this very often for. I use the simplifier for DI guitars as well. It sounds great. Got a telly, I use every once in a while. I kind of need to have a telly. A nylon string. This is cool. This is a rubber bridge It's a rubber bridge guitar. Everybody thought I was crazy for wanting one of these, and then they got really famous. So it has this really quiet sound. It's kind of too. But it's amazing for tracking. You plug it in, do pedals. It sounds really great too. Oh, this bass, whew, the OGs. If you know, you know. This is the My Holy Ghost bass. If you know, you know. A couple of Alvarez guitars. This is an old Alvarez. This is really nice. This is a really nice older Alvarez. Gotta have a Strat. It's my beautiful Strat. It's a 50s reissue. I had this exact Strat when I was growing up, but then I left it at a show in Boston. They never got it back to me. So I rebought the guitar like 10 years later. So it's a different guitar, but had to do it. A Gretsch, really just for the Bigsby. I love this. I use this a bunch on the instrumental Wide Water stuff. Love that. And kind of my main acoustic, J45, beautiful old, I forget the year, but beautiful old acoustic. I got Eric's Geddy Lee bass and Eric's Jag bass here as well for Wes. We're kind of set up here for some writing. That's why there's no mics up or anything, but we're doing some writing. Got a bunch of amps. As much as I'm cool with doing DI guitars, I love still micing up guitar amps. So a bunch of stuff from Fender, Vox, Marshall, my Varela over there. This is a cool Alamo amp from the 40s that I found. My grandfather used to play Christmas carols out of this on his roof. He'd cover it in plastic and then play Christmas carols on it. But it's amazing on guitar. So you may notice I have a bit of a guitar pedal problem. I'm a big fan of getting the sound right in the room. I love messing with the computer and synths, but if you're playing guitar, get it right at the amp in here. And these can be helpful with that. They can hurt sessions. Don't get into this if you don't want to do it. But if you want to get some weird sounds and have some fun, let's do that. Classic line 6 delay. This pedal's amazing. I still use this all the time. It's amazing delay. It still works. I know these break a lot. This has been in all bands from high school. This is a very old pedal. A little Avalon DI for DI stuff as needed. We usually run this for bass, maybe some keyboards. Most important pedal here, a tuner. I'm not joking. If you don't have a pedal, buy a tuner pedal first. You will thank me. You need a tuner pedal. We got a Holy Grail electroharmonic section. The Member Man gets used all the time. It's absolutely incredible. I can't believe I Sharpied this in high school. Insane. But those are the settings for the song. Amazing delay. Big Muff, obviously. Slicer by Boss is really fun for weird kind of sliced up tremolo synth textures. Everybody knows what Pog is. Pog is great for octaves. That's just a vocoder. I used to use this for some songs. Steve Ward built me this pedal, actually, which is super cool. It's a super cool, weird echo delay. So thank you, my bandmate Steve Ward. Quest for Authenticity. This is super cool glitch hex pedal. When I got this, I think I got this a while ago. I think you had to like PayPal this guy in Japan. No, it's a guy in Germany, and he would build it for you. And it's the best glitch pedal. This was my main distortion for many, many years. I just swapped it out. It's a great, really old stereo chorus, and it's like super, super old. Like it has a plug. Pretty wild. I use this delay sometimes. These were friends that he kind of left me here many years ago. We'll go back over here. Just some volume pedals, utility stuff. The Nauticlon, the Nada Dumble, some more JHS stuff. Plasma, distortion. Justin Crass's Count to 5. This is the best fuzz out there. Turn down the synths on here. The Square Waves fuzz is my favorite fuzz. But this has some wild phase lock loop, I think they call it. It's the weirdest pedal. We'll play it in a second. This is a really great tremolo. It's a 4-stage tremolo, analog tap tempo. So the tap tempo cycles through the ratios of the tremolo. It's insane. It's awesome. Dirt Transmitter by Earthquaker. That's one of my favorite fuzzes as well. Some utility old blood noise stuff. Reamp. This is super important. Pretty much all Eager Sales vocals I will reamp through pedals. So it's not just for guitars. I'm a huge fan of Chase Bliss, as you can see. Lost and Found. I'm still struggling to find exactly what this is for, but it's cool. Mood is my probably favorite pedal of all time. I have Mood 1 on my board. This is Mood 2 stereo. The Clean is an amazing compressor. The Blooper is a fun looper. The Habit is one of my most used delays from them. It's super weird delay. Gen Loss is a cool like VHS thing. Onward's like a freeze pedal. Reverse mode C is awesome delay. This is the small rig that I use live with Wes and Eager Sales. A RJM switcher, so I have the songs kind of here, and it'll program the song. And you heard that really quiet. Hear that clicking? That's the analog tap tempo for the chorus, which is really cool. And then it'll do like all my MIDI changes as well. So JHS distortion, volume, the Strymon stuff for delay and reverb, Walrus chorus, the Mood 1. I love Mood for between songs, transitions. ZVEX Boxer Rock is an amazing pedal. And then the Theremin. I just can't seem to quit the Theremin for these glitched out kind of octave up and down delays. That's the Theremin, those octaves. That's what I love about this kind of this board is I can go from a super clean to a distorted thing. It's doing all the MIDI switching for me, so I program that all into these tunes. You know, when are you going to need that? All the time? Like, I don't know, every session? Turn off the wet? So, you might say that's insane and not usable, but I've used this on many songs. That's on actually, it's on A Well Jeweler Son by Wes and a bunch of other weird stuff. Come on, sick, it's great fuzz. And then it does all the weird synth stuff as well. We actually use that on Wes, on Virtues. We use that at the end. You hear those dives happen. There's like a very specific moment. So yeah, come hang out if you want some weird sounds. So I know we just spent a lot of time making weird noises. Most of the time, I'll make very normal guitar sounds as well. So don't get it's not just weird sounds. So this is kind of synth world. We don't always leave these out, but again, we're in writing mode, so we kind of just want to have everything out and available to mess with. So we just got a Juno, some really cool pads in here. What else we got? This is kind of the fun Sam table. The KO2 is really cool. Drum machine, Chaos pad is a must. The spring reverb with the LFO in there is amazing. Some make noise stuff. Teenage Engineering Radio. This is awesome sampler. Kind of, if you know, you know. Critter Guitar stuff. The Kaleido Loop I use on a ton of records. Amazing sampler. Pocket piano. This is my grandfather's ham radio, so it's great for mic. It is super, it'll feed back like instantly, but it's great. Gotta have a theremin, always gotta have a theremin. Rhythm Ace, this was also my grandfather's that I found in my attic. It's sick, amazing drum machine. Gotta have a Rhythm Ace. I'm sure a bunch of you have like sounds from this. The Matrix Brew, this is great for basses and such. Really fun synth. This is keep this in the studio. This is also from My Holy Ghost back in the day, the Micro Korg, classic little MS-20 for some bleeps and bloops as well. We have over 120 mics here at Mercy University. We didn't want to pull all of them out right now because that would be a lot of work. A lot of workhorse stuff that you'd be totally expect in studios, 57s, a lot of Sennheiser stuff, AKG stuff. We use the RE20 on every peak. 441, a bunch of 414s. The 4050s get a lot of action. We love these. Our friends at Roswell have a couple of Roswell mics. We build mics here. Each student builds one of these, or one of the Roswell mics, the microphone kit. Some fat heads are always fun. Some ribbons. The green bullet is always fun. Kind of a harmonic mic, but that's really fun to do on vocal. I love this on vocals through guitar pedals or drums. We have some U87s that are kind of locked up. We have some 103s, some other Neumanns, 184s here. What do we got here? It's probably an 88. Great on bass guitar. Love that on bass. What'd you bring me, Zaire? What do we got? We got a Royer. Yep, we got a Royer. Which is something I love. It's like one of our favorite mics. I love this on drums. I love this on guitar. This is one of our favorite mics too. The stereo, the R88. Beautiful ribbon mic. Two ribbon mics in there for stereo. Every drum session, this is going up. Drums, piano sounds cool on this, but pretty much drums. Those are drums. So some 7Bs, they're great. Classic for a reason. We have a bunch of these. We have 2 of these 251 clones that sound great. I use these on room mics, vocals. They sound great. We have about 80 more mics. I don't know exactly. We have a bunch of mics, and we've only pulled them all out once, and it takes like a long time. So we're not going to do that today. We've also been working with 107.1 The Peak on their peak performance sessions for the last 10 years or so.
I'll stop the world and bounce with you. Came out on the other side, a little stronger. Yeah, we're stronger. Whoa.
I love making records, if that's not evident. But the gear, none of this gear that we just spent hours looking at, none of this makes records. Human beings, we make records together. I love the process of making records in whatever involvement, I am. So sometimes I get hired to just mix a record or master a record or just engineer a record or just record a vocal or just punch something in. Or sometimes it's a writing session on all different types of music. On pop music, on jazz, on metal. I do a lot of indie rock. I do hip hop. I love working in all different types of genres. I love working with all different types of people. We're doing a classical guitar record right now. We're doing a jazz record. We're doing a metal record, a pop record, post-rock records, ambient records. So I try not to let the gear dictate what kind of music I'm going to make or pressure me into making any kind of certain sounds. Same with the plugins and the software. I want whatever serves the music is what I want to do best.